Otto. Is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
Oh, she's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and their other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
All right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right, Clive. Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you get back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the canvass in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right. You win.
How long will you be staying this time?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
Mid. You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I haven't seen in a while. Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the Professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air? Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto, you got my gill?
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
The storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well. If Sid could see you now. All right? I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs for the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Where to start?
Jill looked white as a sheet.
was wondering where Mid's back from Canva.
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the... Here's the list. Think you can find...
This lot,
Excellent.
it's paid. 100 times over by what? If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water. And that...
Indeed it will.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid.
Thank you.
And what can I do for you? Finished, are you?
Blackthorn.
What does it look like?
I have a commission. She requires... Do you think you can make...
Bloody hell.
My thanks. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Clive, what do you want? Should last you a good while. That it?
With a good oil in this, should be enough. How do?
Bardolph. I mean, so naturally...
Well, I'd love to help, but I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this. I'd gladly spare Mid all. It don't have to be me, though, does it? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest.
That's right. I'll ask Martha if she can spare...
Clive.
Our home finds itself in need of an extra cup.
I don't mind if he don't.
Thank you, Mark.
He went up to Cressida on bis, far as I know.
I'll look for him. Come on. Run like the wind. Thanks, Gal. Fire it!
If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now? Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats and...
Of course.
Well, that there is Cressida. But I came up here hoping to visit. Even... But you're a dab hand when it comes...
It's the least I can do. This shouldn't take long. That should do it.
You made short. Thank you, son.
How long is it since the...
Oh, people started packing their things after... Must be nigh on a decade. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't let... As soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your... I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else. This is no time to ride.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
All right, Clive. You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and...
That's brilliant.
Is there...
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have... So as soon as Bernard gets it... I can't wait.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves? Oh, that's right. He went to ask Harpocrates about Torgor. He must have found something. You have the look of a man with the twins upon his...
Talia has tasked me with removing her curse breakers. I don't think... I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. Is it really?
You don't need me to answer that. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, and we must lift that, the operation may be dangerous.
I know, but griping about...
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing, something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply.
Just tell me...
No one knows Herblore like Talia, and she swears, unfortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the...
I overheard your little chat with Rodrigue. It's good of you to help.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts? All yours. All done?
Yeah.
Do you have a moment, Sid?
Which team?
Coles. They were moving in for the Cursebreaker managed to release a Stolas amid the confusion, but they should be back by now. I can't...
They know the...
But what if I've got... Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this. But I never really thought how my words might have...
I'll go.
Thank you. The plan was to intercept the slaver...
That should be enough to go on.
Jill looked white as a sheet when we brought her back.
It's all right.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him? Like...
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries.
What do you reckon, Torgal?
It certainly adds, Clive. I believe that Torgal may be no mere... In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf, his name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva.
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal...
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. Just when his master needed him.
You're right. If it weren't for...
Quite. Though Torgal's power, his latent birthright, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you!
And regarding your original concern, why the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very moment.
I've been looking everywhere for you. I need you to introduce...
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. But I promise I'll pay you back. Just you wait.
Then I look forward to... Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest.
Thanks from before, son. That was a good deed you did me.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
I think I'll wait till mid's away to take a tour.
Clive, here you go. Think you can help?
How goes the hunt?
Largely. We have myriad sightings of strange souls. If only we knew for certain by...
Well, if anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's...
What?
Word that...
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne.
You have nothing to worry about on that front.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
A guest?
your trouble.
It was a pleasure, in hindsight.
Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens, for your favourite uncle is here!
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmeks empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmeks will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmeks to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on. Dion?
Yes, sire.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once. May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
What on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
The Littlands have been up to their old...
It's just one thing after another around here.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young as are you, I hear. The guard, which is why I came. To learn the...
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate...
I was. Aye.
Then I have questions for you.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would 2,000? And I'm afraid that is...
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most...
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet, and come here and I'll show you. It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts. But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde. To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance. No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waloed friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have your answer. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they...
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Candlewood on business.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready.
Very well, but be...
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang.
You're not going in there?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to I won't risk any more than I have to.
The Lanza and the Fang are all Kupka. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's. And only Sid's. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe that...
Thanks.
So, what about...
Don't look so worried.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto.
You can count on.
All right, Uncle.
We shall.
river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one. Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Ready, go?
Slavers don't even... There's talk.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
All right. Straight home now. Cole.
Just about. Said
Doris sent me to find you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned.
Well, I'm here now.
Only some. The rest locked themselves. I want to help them, Sid.
But you made the right decision.
The goblins...
You have duties to attend to.
All right. And please, hurry.
I won't let them.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. They're trying to get into the carriage.
outdone!
A friend. Why didn't you flee with the others?
Why should we run?
Perhaps. Freedom. Safety.
Sid, I couldn't just let you...
This man risked his life to save yours.
Fine.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid.
Thank you. Let's go. Run like the wind.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Sid, welcome back. If I just waited. Or maybe I wouldn't.
Cole and the other.
No. What kind of I should have...
We swore...
It's good.
With all due respect. No one would...
We all know how much...
Cole, I never... Thank you. I sometimes would.
You will.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Tyre trusts you. Which means I trust you.
Thank you. I'm sorry. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision. And even success means tremendous pain. I became a physiker to help.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life, and yet we never won for volunteer.
Conviction?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than... I know your work isn't easy. But neither is going under the knife.
It's natural for a patient to feel like... Thank you for help.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
A trading post it is.
Our destination lies over that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands. Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together, accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Who do you think those saying?
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them? Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Dion has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you!
Uncle?
Sorry.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two. Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
The outlaw! Take him!
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
You're finished! It's you.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Clive?
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
Well, we didn't know where to find Kupka before. We do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
Out his stoneware! Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust.
By guile, then.
Rosina Dalamil. Woman, but how will we find her?
And that she was working with Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. I'll wager this Rosina
That would certainly help to narrow the search.
And that's exact.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your homes.
Good day, my lord. An excellent choice. Thank you for your custom.
Light it for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer, aren't you?
Anything I can allow me. My good man, we represent one of the old... We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would...
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets and our smithies.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
Well...
What do you want?
I won't keep you long. A woman by the name of Rosina.
Never heard of her.
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find her finest. The owner's only a young sprig.
The Briar's Kiss.
doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
Can I help?
Yes, a long-standing pillar of your...
Then you should ask Ferd. He's been here for years. Knows the place. Try the baths.
Thank... Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Excuse me.
I am.
I hope so. Do you know Rosina Dalamil?
And what business do you have with...
She was a close friend of mine.
Very well. Go to the bordello.
Just look at the detail!
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been...
I beg you...
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our...
Who are you working for? Him or her?
He wanted us...
Though one could hardly call that.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat...
Your skill with the blade is rare. A fitting talent.
You know who I am. So what now?
That isn't mine. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina.
To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here.
The most fragrant herbs and...
My carpets have...
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Bride.
Ah, so it was the Youngs. So much for Rosina Dalamil being...
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. Sorry. Him. Whoever this Lubor truly is. He's...
See that he gets it. Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid II?
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I, too, have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart. Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff!
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play. Let us divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this part...
I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil. Excuse me.
You've heard, then?
I've heard...
Damn thief. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light us. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market, either. Whoever's taking them...
Do you have a moment?
Depends what.
Just a question. Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fat. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend there. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no...
Is that so? When did you get so big?
The juiciest meat from greens-fed birds.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me. What can I do for you, soldier?
I'm not...
Oh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the...
You have...
Don't be stupid. I just know which side I don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. No, just leave, will you?
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Finest fabrics!
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you. The one who broke all our What do you want? Haven't you caused...
I'm looking for my pal.
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's up...
Thank you.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with.
All right. But not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's
Bait, my boy. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I had no luck, of course. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystallized sort.
So the pearl was you...
I thought they'd ask for more. A small price to pay for admittance. But enough about my little act of...
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere.
I'll wager you're right.
We'll meet with them then. And put an end to the trouble, Lubos.
Ha! That preening popinjay. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
I'll take it from here.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord.
All the silver and stones.
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon.
Of course.
Not bad at... But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road...
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the... You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing.
Royalists?
Why? To collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and being such good friends, we elected to increase, and now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound, not...
Did you get all that?
My lord!
Double-crossing dogs! Kill them! Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle!
I'm just getting warmed up!
Get him! This
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the...
Greybeard, you were magnificent. Such a shame you didn't have more of it.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's... I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so...
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two. Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind. it occurs to me that I still don't...
Clive.
So, well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain. To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have... And those left behind have been...
Thank you. And you still have the purse I gave to the soldier.
Oh, dear.
And my name is not Greybeard.
No, thank you.
Of all the...
Here. Any friend of mine who sees you...
Thank you.
And please, feel free to send one... Tell them that Rosina Dalamil...
Omia Lostelan. Tuisa Gilis.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then.
Thank you.
Not at all.
Come on, Uncle.
You wish to talk? I'm honored. You and I... What? Alas. Still... Ours... At least... So... How very fitting. Of course... There's simply no other way. Farewell now.
I've never even forged a button. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind.
I could give you a... I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been. So...
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil.
The way I see it, there's only one. We need information.
You're right now. There's plenty of folk in... There's the butcher. They're bound to have an opinion. All right, I'll talk...
All right.
Let's hope...
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a... Oh, I'd better get to it.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
Yes, they're quite sort of. Lord... Welcome, sir. What?
A question. I need to know...
You're a blacksmith.
Something.
Fair enough. Knives, first and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew... Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses...
So a knife that stays...
Plates and pots! Bowls and dishes! Everything I've worked for. All those years of toil.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. On second thought, perhaps...
That depends on...
I'd have you save my business. The baths. The water's turned scalding hot and I've no doubt that my woes... But I can't go and investigate. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than...
All right.
Wonderful. Leave the market by the south gate. These baths are all that keep my livelihood.
I'll be asking for you again, my sweet.
$1,000 gil for a measly bunch of dissolved... If you can't even fill...
They've opened the gate!
Lubor was true to his word.
What is it?
Sorry.
Hunter?
I have a question. Could...
Oh. Has to be able to put up with some punishment. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it.
Thank you.
All business, eh?
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope so. I had better luck than I did.
With the mine still
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
Ah, I'm not too late.
What is it, Lubor?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang.
Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently Rit Almeki and Waloed are allies, and as you've said, no nation has ever before allowed a foreign...
Not by choice.
And there's more. My man on the inside, I fear there may be more... If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then... Promise... I've lost one Cid already.
I don't plan on dying.
Well...
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
Come on, girl, the gate's open.
Be safe. By the flames. That explains the heat. Pan. Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Thanks, Cal. Come on.
Faster!
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kuka.
This is no good. I was hoping to get out of this.
So, you learn anything you...
Only that a blade should be durable and...
All the cook said was too heavy and...
So we're no better off. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything, but that can't be right. With that, no.
No doubt you're right. I have to make a start.
Agreed.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff. Trouble is, it's either meaning someone is going to be disappointed.
Is there no one else you can turn to?
The other apprentice is no better. A merchant. A favourite of Forge Master Luke. I bet she'd know.
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Made from the stoutest silverware. Won't you?
I was hoping the baths...
I'm glad to.
Now, tell me this.
Not what I expected.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here. Right. It's high time I got back to work with a little...
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
soldiers were.
So, Lord Cook has finally made his move.
Yes. I expect that's why there's so many soldiers in town.
Any luck?
What I asked her.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, they're just not that. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, but adamantite ore is unique.
And it's
unique to her. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil?
What are you getting?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron, but he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's... Folk first settled Dalamil to get at a mineral deposit, and if you know the trick, it can be melted.
Bloody hell, I don't suppose you know...
It's hardly my speciality.
Looks like I've got some Clive.
The limestone sites.
You'll have no trouble finding limes.
Then I suppose...
Right you are.
This is no good.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
My carpet!
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Kneaded to a silken softness.
Plates and pots!
Sweet incense!
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
One rock looks...
Well, this is no good.
I wasn't sure how, but I hoped it.
You and that merchant both now. A knife forged from the very...
It's a fine-looking...
That sounds like my cue. And just as well.
I'm sorry for...
Let's take a... First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worth... What do... It's sharp-ish, and it's heavy. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but... So that... It looks like someone paid a visit to the The limestone was a step in the right direction, Grant.
And I was so certain.
I don't know who you found to teach you that. Next question. How much do you think I would...
Well, if it took you even...
And who... The butcher? The hunter? Dalamil's home to humble trader. Rule number 1 in any business.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is... I'd say you're worth keeping around a little long. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an...
I will. What would you...
I'd do what I always do. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd... For the cook, like... And for the nobleman, I'd...
There goes
It looks like
I couldn't have done it so much for the Ford. The spirit of Dalamil had meaning.
You've passed your test.
And when I do, I'll...
He's still hurt. What has that gutter rat done to me? Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. Benedict. I'll do it. My love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
let's bring them from ash. Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They spotted us. Taking over the entire mine. So much for the men of the Rock. Dalmekia's finest.
Stay down! It's over!
You should never have left Ash. Won't be going any further this way. Stairs. This must be the way out. be sneaking past this one. How did he get in here? By the flames.
Come on, Torgal.
Kuka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Let the trial begin.
What the hell?
With me, Torgal. Over here!
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Muthos.
Did the orcs do this too? What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him? First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima? Over here! You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go? The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Torgal. Just what I needed. That had better be the last of them.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka! I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
Get away from her! Benedicta!
Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without. Come to me, Ifrit!
But if you can do it, then so could I!
Let's give this a try. Not bad.
cooker!
What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clive! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmecs suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah! Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
I'd better give Otto the good news.